Hey guys, it's Collins with Sawgrass Fishing Rods. We're here to talk about why we make what we make. Got my buddy Gilbert from GTB Outdoors with me. And today we're going to talk about what we call our BCS5 rods. The BCS5 family of rods, it's a 6-rod family. They're all built on hybrid blanks. What's the benefit of a hybrid blank? Fiberglass is just a little bit softer. It's the lower modulus tendencies of fiberglass allow it to flex a little easier, a little softer than carbon fiber. So this blank, made by North Fork Composites, is a combination of glass and carbon fiber. When we were growing up, if you said glass, that meant heavy.
Yeah.
North Fork has done a really good job to cut the weight out of these rods. I personally fish these rods, make a 6'10" to an 8-footer, and we'll talk about some individual models in a minute. But I personally fish these rods with basically any lure that has a treble hook on it. And I do a ton of topwater fishing in inshore scenarios, and I want that give. One, I can load it up and cast it a mile. But two, I want that give in the tip to protect that light wire in the treble hook. What do you think? What are you using them for?
I agree. I use them pretty much for anything with a treble hook. I do a lot of deep cranking, DT20s, DD22s, and Strike King 8XD. So the rod, it works for you. You don't have to really lean back and try to sling that bait. The rod just loads up perfectly, and I mean it's a nice cast, and it gives the fish time to really get the bait on the retrieve, where you don't pull those treble hooks away and fight the fish, from long distances up to short distances, where you might only come up with just one hook in the fish, and the rod just works perfectly as far as not snatching the hook away from the fish, pulling the hooks out. You
and I fished the other day, and you were throwing the 7.2 while we were looking for fish with a chatterbait.
Correct. Yep. The chatterbait rod, I love it. A lot of times I'm fishing the chatterbait in tight spots, so the like Collins was saying, the bend is just perfect. I can just roll cast and put that bait in there accurately in the small places, and then with a chatterbait, it just gives them, like I said, it gives them time to eat it, and you just load that rod up and just keep it coming to the boat.
So you cast it out there, right?
Yep, cast.
And then you just set the hook?
No, I don't.
What?
I don't just set the hook.
What?
With the BCS5, like I said, with the bend and the way the rod is built, I can reel, and I just turn my body, just lean into the fish.
Let's look at that bend
and
real
keep
quick.
it going.
Hold that for me.
So I'm cranking, and I just lean my body, and I load that rod up, and I keep it going just like that, right on around. And if I need to, I can just keep going right on around the boat, right on back. And my partner, or if I'm the guide and I have a client, you just lead that fish right on into the net, right in the boat, and then it's time to take pictures.
So I fish the 7.4 and the 7.7 variation a ton, and I'm fishing it with walking baits, even big popping baits, but I mean, I love it. I can cast further, greater distance, and we've talked about this in some videos. I really believe fishing further away from your boat makes a big difference
nowadays with the pressure on the lakes.
Yeah, and so I like that 7.7 and 7.4 just to get further away, and I'm still fishing braid, and I'm fishing braid with a fluorocarbon leader. I'm fishing 3/4 ounce baits. A 2-foot fluorocarbon leader is not going to pull it under. It doesn't matter.
Right.
But I can get further and further and further away. If you had 3 in your boat tomorrow, what would they be?
BCS5s, the 7.4 for cranking.
I know the 7.2 is going to be in there.
Yeah, the 7.2 for chatterbaits and spinnerbaits. And I throw the 6.10 for topwaters. Me, I'm a short guy. So with me standing on the deck and the way I work a bait with the rod tip down is perfect. And I don't have to move the rod very much. With the bend, it just gives the topwater the perfect action. And I'm not trigger happy, so you just wait, let the fish take the bait, and wait till you feel the weight, and you just lean into it and just keep it coming.
Have you done much work with the 8-footer?
The 8-footer, I've tried it with some big top waters,
That'd be a big top
Yeah,
water.
sort of like a glide bait that doesn't sink, a floating glide bait. And it's perfect when you're throwing about 2.5, 3 ounces. You load it up, you get a real long cast, and you can just use the rod and use the rod to work the bait. You don't have to do much to it.
So what is your favorite DD22 rod?
The 7.4.
7.4, really?
7.4. Yep.
Okay.
I can make real long cast, and I can just work that bait down. That's something people don't understand. You need to make a real long cast when you're deep diving, using deep diving crankbaits, because it takes a minute for that bait to get down to where you want it to, and you got to keep it down. So
what is your line setup for that?
crankbaits, I throw 12-pound fluorocarbon. Sometimes if I'm throwing shallow, I'll put on 15 for square bills or 17 if I'm in real tight cover. But open water cranking, 12-pound fluorocarbon, 7.4 BCS5, and we just go to work.
Nice. Well, hey, thank you guys. Please check out the BCS5s on Sawgrass and site, sawgrassfishingrods.com.
Take care.